It's alright. You can get yourself indoors. Out of the rain. You're just chilling for a bit. Oh, you're holding. I guess that's okay. Yeah, there's a lot of food up there, to be fair. All of this can be broken down at the very least. But the rest can be hauled. Okay, that should keep us in plasteel and steel for a little bit. Should we go ahead and build the ground penetrating scanner? Probably. Do I want this outside or inside? Does it need to be outside? It does, I think. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Am I able to build this in such a way as to not make whoever's using it super sad? Let's try and build it out here. I'll put a little roof over this part. And you're probably going to be sat there for a while when you do use it. And I also want you to have some light, so... Got some extra special noms on the way in. As well as some mechs, which is going to be super useful. I have to go to do this one. As for now, everything is going to be shut down in my colony. Okay, that is the suck. That is the ultra suck. Yeah, Randy being Randy, I'm afraid. Oh, at least we finished drug production. We can move on to medicine production next. Though I think transfer pods is what we're going to research instead. Alright, well. The EMI dynamo is going to shut down pretty much everything. So we are actually on an incredible timer. Okay, so we need a caravan. Well, this isn't the worst thing in the universe, but it is kind of frustrating, to say the least. Doride, I'm going to want you to grab up the EMP launcher again. How many people do we send out to this? That is a really important question. How many people do we send out to this? Also, it does occur to me that I probably should make sure that my orbital trade beacons can see all the medicine that I have available. And indeed the food, I guess, as well. Okay, so Doride, once you've equipped the EMP launcher, sadly I can't make the EMP grenade. There's literally no way I could. You want 70 herbal meds. You know what? I can hook you up on that one. Sure. Assuming you don't activate all the insects, which I really hope you don't. Right, that place is going to get quite warm quite fast. When you wake up, I want you to go and prioritize dealing with this for me. I'm going to put two things in here. One is going to be a primitive cooler, and the other one will be setting it up for future use of... Where are you? Oh, fair enough. Actually, I'm glad with that. I think we take Tequila Jane, Kagatuchi, Citria, Doride, Darkest Dodo, and do we take Thalandra as well? No, I've already got Citria, Kagatsuchi going, so I don't want to take that many of my doctors, really. So I could take Silas instead. But that means I have no one who's capable of coagulating out. No, I don't want to take them all. Also, how close? Death Rest is really close, actually. Death Rest is super close for you. Oh, that is not great. I'm afraid you're going to have to be tired for a while. And this will suck. Right. My lord, you're taking a long time. That can be broken down at your earliest convenience. Right. I need two things. Passive cooler. And eventually, the orbital trade beacon. Only the passive cooler is strictly required right now. Go ahead and chop the trees inside our compound. As the Daplings are wont to do. Okay. We're going to need to take a bunch of food. What we don't have is a bunch of food. It is very sad. So for the time being, I'm simply going to have to set up a little campfire to cook at. This is not great. Well, no. What I could instead do is uninstall this and put down a fuel-fired stove, and that works for me. Uninstall it, and let's build a fuel-fired stove. Okay, maybe not then. Let's put that back. Let us hope that that didn't lose all of the bills, because I will cry. After we spent all that time setting them up. Hey, saved. All right then. We don't have beds, so how many people are we taking? Tequila Jane for the combat ability, not Leafy Pew, Kagatushi, Citria. 4, 5. So what we're going to have to do then is quickly throw together some sleeping bags. Got some blue fur. You can make that happen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There we go. Do we want one extra melee? Actually, yeah, we'll bring along Infernal Dragon as well. hopefully Kakatushi will get to chopping all of this down. Dorai 2, I actually really need you to just grab the launcher. Okay, you're already queued up for it. I'll allow it. Nope. Masterwork bedroll. Well done. Okay, that's all of them. And now we want to uninstall all of them. Okay, all done. Now I very much need you to help me get the food sorted. Yeah, and this one now. There. Right. Gonna be simple. Make pemmican. Forever. It's one of the best things I can make right now. Once that's done, make simple meals until you have 10. Whatever you can. That includes humans. Okay. We don't really have time to faff around, so we're just going to need to leave as quickly as we're able, with as much food as we're able. But thankfully, this is just the end of a road, so it shouldn't be too terrible. Yeah, 0.4 days. Okay. So, form a caravan down here. I want Dorai 2. We want Infern. We want Darkest Dodo. Satria, Kakatuchi, and where is Tequila? There we go. Tequila. We'll take both donkeys. Travel supplies. Why are there only... Someone's picked it up, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, someone was hauling it. I'll wait for you to finish. Go ahead. Haul them in. Oh, I can actually do it. Okay. Let's tree it. Crack on. Let's get as much of this made as we can. Oh my lord. Thank goodness we hadn't set off. Okay. A group of pigskins from Moloch has arrived. Beck. Beck's husband is here. That's an ideal. Righto. Gonna want to turn that on. Everyone should now be set to be inside. All those delicious things up there. I do need those brought in as well. Now what I could do is possibly trigger the insects to help deal with this. How many have we got? We've got 43. They've got... How many rings is that? I'm not entirely sure. Quite a few. Was that an immediate attack? They're setting up over there. Now, if I can trigger this, and get back, this will probably wipe them out. For this to work, I think we're going to send Satria. And I want this to close behind you, so let's go. Of course, I could snipe them, but I don't want to. I think I would rather have everyone be on colony only. Not danger safe. But we'll do what we can then. They set up, they will be setting up momentarily. So Tria, need you to do something fantastically, wonderfully, awfully stupid. That will hold open for a moment. Now you are fat. You're not actually that fast. Oh, Sunny. Why can't they attack me in the night? Jump. Whoop. I was never here. We were never, ever here, actually. I know it looks like we were, but it was never. Never the... Oh, head crab. Head crab, head crab, head crab. Why would you do this to us? Everything was perfect. But now they're going to go for you instead. Means I'm going to have a bit of a fight over there. That is so unfortunate. I should have double checked though. And this is the problem with me not making much more robust zones. I should have had one that completely denied. I considered it. I had considered it. That's the worst part. Get in. Go, go, go. Like that door should close. Get in. Once you're in, close the door for good. I want you to go and hold this door just in case though. Now, hopefully they won't attack my turrets. Ah, really? My plasteel turrets. They would normally not have. Why is that not closed? Oh my god. Everything is going a bit pear-shaped. Alright, well, that did not go the way I'd hoped. Why was that being held open? Comedy of errors might actually be the end of the colony. What a horrible way to go. What an actually horrible way to go. If that is the case. Not at all sure why that occurred. Like, legitimately not sure why that happened. I can probably win this fight, but the whole point of you was to go and deal with them. But instead now I'm fighting two separate groups. I set it to hold open when I saw head crab outside, did I? That's awful. And now it's basically held open full stop. So yeah, they're just going to pile through. I don't know. So what was going to be a very useful deterrent against our enemies is now just adding to the pain that we're going to feel. Could have gone better, guys. Could have gone better. Why do you keep insisting on walking that way? Yeah, that's the worst part about this, is they would have just all gone straight down there. Oh, you know, what happened? Oh, such a painful miscut. Reading chat is like, you set it to hold open while Headcrab was outside. What I'd meant to do was to not allow it. I was wondering why they could still walk through. Oh, that is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. All because I read slowly. That is so frustrating. Because the whole plan was for them to run down here where Satria was, but since they were still going through, it's like, okay, fine. Yeah. Rip colony over just a silly mistake like that. Because while all this is going on, the pigskins will just wallop us with mortars. Because the whole group is together now, so this is going to be dire. You should not be outside, so why don't you get inside instead? Oh, God. All we need is for one of those to land on our colonists, and that's it. But yeah, the insects would have gone down there and dealt with them. And instead, we're all just basically sat here, and Silas is going to run away from the fire. The kids are going to have to try and protect them. Silas, get back over here, you scallywag. And to be fair, we tanked that group pretty amazingly. But we now need to get out there and just start taking them on. How many people are really badly wounded? And we are having to still do all of this without any real... I could give you a charge. No, I'd prefer you to have the Hellcat rifle. Go ahead and grab this if you could, Doride. We're having to do all of this. Like, that's going to be very, very much on fire now. If you could go and put that out, that would be grand. Doride, or actually, go put that out as well. Keep that open for now. Did we buy those explosive shells? We do have some explosive shells here. We could counter mortar. It's just trying to do that is going to be rough. Like, while we're trying to deal with all of this as well. All right. I think the worst of the insects are dealt with. No, there's still one or two. Everyone just kill it. Right, okay. Now that you're done with that, go put the fires out as quickly as you like. We need that to also be put out. I'm going to need one brave person to rush over here and actually close the bloody doors. Yeah, that sucks so much. Because that is why that happened. Oh, and they already went through that door, which makes things awkward for me. And I've got no power for the turrets, so they can't help me. Yeah, no, they're on their way. Satria, how badly wounded? You're bleeding pretty badly. Let's have a quick recap. Health-wise. In trouble. Sorry, not in any massive trouble. You're deathless. You're actually only destroyed middle finger. That kind of sucks. No immediate danger here. You're only bruised. You are bitten, but nothing terrible. Actually, yeah. No, that kind of went amazingly. Silas, in that case, you are going this way. War Racer will come with you for some of it. Satria also want you on that. For now, Tequila Jane, I need you manning this. And I need someone else. Kakatsuchi, you are too important. You need to be manning this as well. Go, go, go. Everyone else, try and put out the flames where you can. Yeah, I know. It's on fire. Not sure where that was going, but I appreciate it not coming to me. Go deal with them. Go deal with them. Spines, please. You should be able to handle this. I very much hope so, anyway. Ooh, did that hit you? You lucky son of a gun. Both of you. Wah! I can't even believe that just happened. My lord, get in there. Now. Well done. Take it out. You also help out. Those don't need to be reset. Can we put this out? Dorite 2. Are you not putting it out? Dorite 2. Yeah. Don't just wait for the children to... Oh my god. You're incapable of firefighting. Fair. Right. Put it out the fires. Get it done. Well done. You're no longer drafted. Get to other things. I did have fire foam. It's annoying. Technically don't need it right now though. Do you have fire foam? Does anyone else in here have fire foam? No, of course not. That would be too convenient. Right. What I will say though is being able to deal with stuff like this is why I enjoy playing on the harder difficulty levels. Is when things go wrong, it creates a bit of drama. I find that very, very engaging. How many uses has this got? It hasn't got many. Move up there. I am going to use it. Let's just put this out quickly so everyone else will get inside. Pop. Done. Good work. Stop fleeing. Oh, really? It got up. You're going to be so bloody hungry after this. Right, okay. Just start killing things. No. Melee it. Melee it. Melee it. Melee. Everything you can. Where's that shell going? Sorry, they're setting fires off all over the place. Right. Are these ready? They are preparing. Okay, where's that going to land? Oh, that was all it took? A single shot? Cowards. Cowards. That's all it took to get them angry. Okay. All right then. Everyone is once again drafted. I'm going to have to extensively use... Silas, I need you to coagulate. And then after that, I'm going to have you coagulate others. Get ye up here. If I need to, I will use all kinds of meaty bits. Oh, kill it. What? Oh, it's Mega Scarab. I thought for a second that was the other fires. Are you going to fire again, or are you coming up here? Oh, no, you are still using it. Are they actually assaulting, or is this a fake? I don't know. Dark Jade, you have a good one. Take care. You're still alive, but we have discovered you have either perfect aim or the worst aim with grenades. Nothing in between. Oh, yeah, door right, yeah. Yep. Right, kill everything around here. Please. Just beat them to death. Quick as you like. They've abandoned. Perfect. And they are coming all the way up to deal with this over here. Now the problem is there's no particular reason why they won't go through here. Which sucks. To say the very least. Darkest Dodo. Would be able to set up some flash beasts in there. That would be useful. Okay, you know what? Just go. Can you not tend? Oh, no, it's Kakasuchi, sorry. You go, tend. You go... No. Draft. Tend. Get my primary combatants in here. If they come this way, it's going to be best for me. If they go that way, it's going to be much worse. Oh my goodness, really? Are you fleeing it? Oh, no, that's fine. That was earlier. You all right? Okay, this place is okay. And draft. Go do your thing. You still haven't picked up the Hellcat rifle. That's okay. I did give you a lot of other things to do. Scoops can fly. How are you doing? You're both okay. Need you both over here now. This is a big raid. One of the biggest we're going to have faced. You should have time to manage this. I'm hopeful. What just happened? Oh, they popped a... okay, that's actually fine. Kill it. Make sure it is dead. Alright, what's your health? I need you to coagulate Silas, and Silas will coagulate you. They can stop there? What the heck? I need you to... out here. Go. No. You need to be up there. Right. Both of you attack. Ah, damn it. I knew that was going to happen. Someone was going to get shot. Go. Very badly need you here. Take it out. Disable it. Oh, they're going to hurt us so much. Get in here. I need someone to defend. Actually, it might be better to pull them back here. Okay, Tequila Jane, draw back. Leafy Pew, draw back. Kakasushi, draw back. Darkest Dodo should be able to do some nastiness. Where is Darkest Dodo? Darkest Dodo. Is anyone dead over there? No. Okay, then I need you to withdraw. Hold the line. You two should be able to punch through this. Get back. You're incredibly dangerous. I could just jump over them, though. And that might not be a bad idea. But we are so low on hemogen after this. See if you can take them out. Do it. Right, both up this way. Then down and through. Go there. Infern, I want you holding this point. Oh, Satria, move. You need to move fast. Okay, you desperately need to move fast because you are both going to go down soon. That's fine. Jump. You can leap. Move. Oh. Jump. Okay, keep going. Oh, my lord. Darkest Dodo. You can't see anything to bring back. Well, they're setting fire to my beds, those scoundrels. I mean, Cupcake, how you doing? You're actually bleeding a decent amount, but alright. I'm relying way too heavily on them. Okay, just get in there. Okay, go for them. Try and back me up if you can. Fern. Actually, we might be okay. Your shield is gone. That's not great. Actually, yeah, okay. Backing up. Could you leap past them down here and keep on your way? Where's Darkest Dodo right now? you get through? Oh no, Dark Custodial got left behind. Well, that is less than ideal. There's a lot of scallywags there trying to kill you. At this point, I think my best bet is to just try and successfully break them. No! Yes, kiwis can fly! Shot to death. Shotgun blast hit them in the left lung. Wounding there too also. Dapper rips in chat, please. One of our primary managers of people. Darkest Dodo is in a terrible place. Just kill them if you can. How's Darkest Dodo? Oh god. Where is Tequila Jane? Water skip. Thank you. Kiwis can decompose. Yes, they very much can. But remember, all of this happened because of two things. One, head crab without a position. My bad. I actually considered it. I was like, do I need to worry about that? No, probably not. It's fine. And then I misread the button and clicked on hold open instead of forbid. And because of that, insects destroyed... Well, they might have destroyed this door anyway. But what I should have done is had Satria run back this way and go through here. Because that would have given the insects time to stop caring. Or just run Satria down here and past. That's another Molotov, but it won't really affect us anymore, at least. Let's get in there. Try and take them down as quickly as we can. Where is the cute Jane? Oh, why wasn't I using command already? Oh, that shield is doing some crazy big work here. Can you pick this back up, please? And thank you. Wait. Darkest Dodo is just chilling. With enough levels in Bluff, you don't need combat. Okay, that kind of sucks. Oh, Leafy Pew down. Damn it. Like at this point, wow, actually the burn took out your entire torso. Yeah, Death Guy's Sushi, yeah. Unfortunately, it was 47 people. Now, the colony, again, like I said, would have been able to handle it, in my opinion, had I not been in such a rush to just trigger the fight and took the time. And this is one of those things, like, if this was a recording, I'd have just done a time skip, and I wouldn't have worried about boring content of me setting up yet another zone. I'd have just quickly done that and then cut to me having finished it. And I need to get into the habit of understanding that when I'm streaming, and when I'm recording, and not worry, because people who've come to watch a stream have come to watch a stream. They're not expecting, you know, time-saving devices as you would have in a recording. The alternative, and the other thing is, again, I'm not sure there's much I can do to fix things like that. Like reading, because you know that is basically my Achilles heel, and that's never going to change. Good lord, they're just molotoving me, aren't they? If we'd had our fighters over here and they were just funneling in, we likely would never have gotten to this point. But yeah, a lot of this came down to the misclick on this, and again, like I said, part of that is it's always going to be my Achilles tendon. I don't I'm very self-conscious of how long it takes me to pause and read things thoroughly, because reading in English is really takes a long time for me. So that a lot of it is learning to. Can I not stop you? Oh, you're down. Where's the Landra? Oh wow, you guys weren't even up here. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, at this point, a lot of that came from just everything going sideways. But so to be honest, ultimately, both problems stemmed from the same place, and that is that I am in a rush to not waste people's time on things that are my fault, like the fact that I can't read very fast, or it would take me time to set up the zones, and that's not, you know, seeing that again is not the most entertaining content. I come over here to watch someone play who's way better than I am at RimWorld. Download the Welsh mod pack. It's not strictly the language, though. That would help quite a lot, actually, because it's phonetic. But a lot of it is the dyslexia. At this point, I'll just let them have a heroic last stand. Where's Dorite? Oh, you were taking care of the children. Yeah, at this stage, how many enemies were left? Can I even get a good reading on that? Well, it's 25 there, so we just shy of thinned them out by half. Wait, are you also dyslexic in Welsh? Much less so, simply because Welsh is phonetic. Dyslexic is a learning disability. That doesn't go away because I'm using a different language. It just most prominently manifests in your ability to read and write. But it's a much more complicated neurological issue. Like, you need to... What are you doing? You're putting out fires. Brave. Love it. Was it 57? It was 49 raiders. 49 raiders on top of the however many... I never actually checked that. However many insects ended up fighting the colony here because of the being off position. If they had attacked the invaders, as was the plan, the whole point of me having that set up, that would have been a very different fight. Oh God, look. Misatria is not going to be useful in trying to stop them now, because they're fleeing from the fire. Silas got up where? Leaf Pew's gone. Takes a long time for a sanguiphage to stop running. And I don't even have the hemogen now to use the spines. Ah. RimWorld really is a, for want of a nail type of game. Not generally, I wouldn't say so. Oh, Thalandra's burnt by super hot air. Why was Thalandra in there? Are you okay? Hop back. Why is Thalandra in there? I'm not actually entirely sure what they were doing. Dorad was holding the line there. Would you actually be able to chase him down? Mysterious stranger will only show up if... wow, Disnoff, you've picked an interesting time, mate. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to the shell of a colony after a comedy of errors. You know what, Murray cheers me up a little bit. Welcome on in, everyone. I'll pause it there. All right. What is going on here? A lot of bad things in a nutshell. But thank you ever so much for that, Raid Disnoff. Peeps in my chat, if you're not already familiar with Disnoff, a fantastically accomplished RimWorld player, then do please click on that follow button and you will save yourself from having to watch things like this go down. I will review the comedy of errors in just a moment. Part of it was just comedy of errors RimWorld style. Someone was off position and it caused a predictable situation to become highly unpredictable. And the other one was a combination of dyslexia and second language rushing through reading and a simple case of clicking on hold door open instead of disallowed door. I'm sure we've all been there before. Me more often than I would like to admit. But... as a consequence, disaster. Disasters are most interesting. Yeah, actually, that was something that in the middle of the disaster, I commented on that one of the things I enjoy playing on the harder difficulties is the situations where things go very sideways, but then you recover from. Because, you know, you miss every shot you don't take. And if you swing at every shot, you will miss way more than most people. But you'll also make some amazing recoveries that many people wouldn't even think possible. This, sadly, is not one of them. It looked like it might have been, very briefly. Very briefly. And at that point, it became a case... well, we'll go over the chit-chats. But welcome on in, everyone. The colony wealth is quite high. We've had some amazing, like, triple raids, like, double raids on the same day kind of stuff. Typical Randy. But this one was right off the back of dealing with a mech cluster, which was defoliating, hence half the map not being there. Promptly, Randy said, oh, okay, you've dealt with one mech cluster, but what about second mech cluster? And dropped an EMI dynamo right outside. While we were preparing a caravan, 49 pigskins showed up and decided they wanted to besiege the colony. It was a time of times. But once again, thank you so much to Disnoff for the raid. I hope your colony, were you playing RimWorld, was going well. Feels great when everything goes to shit and you manage to pull it out somewhere. Yes, it does, which is why I enjoy... I try to embody the whole losing is fun. Obviously, it's not always as fun as one might hope it would be, but still. Nevertheless, thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by. Low hemogen. Yeah, no shit. You used everything up to your credit. Are you going to be able to save them? Maybe possible. Like, the vast majority of the colony got kidnapped, which never a great time. Got a couple of new peeps that we might take in and try to replace. Probably not. This is a modded playthrough. The mods are excessively vanilla plus. The mod list, you can type !mods. I've got a Steam collection for ease of installing, is only things that change information or make certain kind of like god activities like setting up builds a little bit easier, but make no changes to the content that's in the game or they don't add any content and they don't change the balance of any content in any way, right down to if a mod changes the pathfinding weightings for the colonists, I haven't included it. So like no smart building, so they don't build themselves into corners and things like that. But you can probably already notice some of the rocks are a little bit of a different color, just because I like the more stark colored marble and deeper slate. But we've got a couple of mods that I'm trying out from a new mod author that I've only recently come across. chief amongst them are nice builds. Bring that up. Something I really, really like, especially when it comes to comparisons. Let me find the headgear. This, honestly, by itself, almost makes it entirely worth it. Turn on plasteel versus just say steel. Just it's so lovely to have that visual feedback of what the differences are. It's so clean, and they are constantly updating it as well, which at this point has it's got a lot of the functionality of better workshop management. There's still a couple of things, and one of the things that I miss the most is the ability to copy the relevant settings from a different build and paste it over something else. Like, for example, copying the settings for my flak helmet and applying it to my steel helmet, and it would only copy over the things that make sense between the two. But that's a very small thing, and I can live without it for a much, much better, better is the wrong word, a much prettier mod there. We've also got the health tab, which is just fantastic in my opinion. Just hover over all of these things. We get a visual, proper little ragdoll there showing us the various ailments, which usually when people pop in and I'm trying to showcase it, no one's injured. So it's a little bit hard and I have to go down to some of the prisoners. But this time, it's actually very, very good time to have popped in and get a showcase of this mod. It covers all sorts of things, including anomaly content, biotech content. If they have peg legs and stuff like that, it'll show that up. It's animated. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. It is highly functional. Really, really nice. And then we've got this one, Pawn Quick Info. So that by itself just gives me a bunch of information there. But if I hold down Shift, I can hover over things, get a full readout of it. It makes things like this, sorry, I've got to hold down Shift. Things like this so much nicer. Like at a glance information. It is so good. Take care and transfer the wild. You have a good one. I hope the rest of the stream goes well. So do I. Wow, Health Tab even has the proper body and humanoids. Yeah, even down to changing hairstyles, which we were doing earlier with the styling station. It will reflect those hairstyle changes as well. If they've got eyes, it'll showcase which eyes. If they don't, for example, if one is carved out, if they've got hooks for hands, all that kind of stuff. It's really, really wonderful. Yeah, full anomaly integration. As far as I'm aware, full biotech integration as well. All right, what's the situation here? You lost a leg. You're going to be dead soon. Philandra, now's the time to go to the surgery, to the infirmary. Probably a good idea. Kagutsushi, our amazing sniper. We have lost both roles, the priest and the leader. I think the Tequila Jane was kidnapped though. Let's just double check on social. Do you have any... you don't really have any connection to them, so I can't easily see. Kidnapped. Crete is gone. Nope, no one else showing up there. Really, none of you were friends with the leader? That kind of tragic. Oh well. Hey, Manic, how you doing, mate? Alright, will you be able to stop them? I very much doubt it, since one of the reasons that you're one of the Sangrophages is that you're relatively good at not stopping when being attacked. It's awful. You're also blind, which wasn't so much of a problem when you were handling a Zeus hammer and were just holding the line, but now it's a little bit of an issue. Alright, let's get you into bed. Philandra can come along. No, you don't get to sleep. You need to tend. Alright. Dorai, you're fine. Satria, Let's get you back in here. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked, even at this point, that anyone is still up. All right, we may as well capture you at this stage. For no other reason than we frankly just need some more people. But to recreate all of the many things that went sideways, we had a cluster of insect eggs that we were keeping for a rainy day. The besiegers attacked. I sent out our sanguiphage to wake the cluster up and then start bunny hopping out of danger. Unfortunately, one of the colonists was out of position, so the insects were making a beeline for them instead. And in my haste to try and keep things flowing, I made the mistake of clicking hold open instead of allow for a door here, because I wanted that colonist to move through here and go through the same door that Satria was jumping towards. And it took me too long to realize that that was the reason why the door wasn't trying to close and stem the tide of insects. And by that point, we had to deal with a moderate cluster of insects just out in the open whilst being bombarded. However, we dealt with it. People were in not the greatest shape, but we counter-mortared, causing a siege of 49 pigskins to decide to assault the colony. But sadly, because certain doors had already been broken through by the insects and walls, we were just in an awful position to try and deal with the oncoming horde. And a cluster of Molotov cocktails and a pitched battle outside, and given that our turrets can't turn on because of the nearby EMI dynamo, things went a little bit sideways, yeah. So this was an Onyxia wipe. An Onyxia wipe? I'm going to need to fill me in on the reference there. Did I arrive at the colony's doom? Maybe. I mean, we've still got... Satria is still up. You went down, that's why you stopped. We've got Philandra, one of our doctors. You managed to save them, well done. It would be great if you could clean the hospital, though. And we've still got a couple of the children. Things are very much all over the place. Very much all over the place. Got 2 children, 2 adults. War Racer is... so 4 adults, sorry. We've got a Sanguiphage and then our... Philandra, Dorite, and War Racer up and about. In terms of doctors, we've got Philandra and Satria, who are doctors. Relatively good ones, all things considered. But we have lost an enormous amount of skills that were holding on to the colony. Yeah, they never got to make a grav ship. In terms of colony wealth, let's have a look. How did that affect it? So from about 20,000 wealth lost. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some wealth that is being deposited from just weapons and such being dropped. And drugs and the likes. But yeah, that was incredibly rough. The colony was in a very good space up until that point. Alright, but as it happens, we're up at the tea break point, so it is time for me to step aside for a few moments, go and grab myself a drink, run some ads to disable the pre-roll. Don't worry, nothing's going to be going on in my absence. It's the only time I run ads, and that way any potential raiders in the future won't have to deal with ads, or at least won't have to deal with it for like an hour. Usually do tea breaks every 2 hours if I remember. I often don't because I get sucked into games. But we will leave this on pause, because if I do my usual thing of let it run while the colony is down, just so there's something visual going on, I'm probably going to return to the colony on fire, or worse, full of flash beasts or something. So we'll just drop a quick save here. Let's put down a descriptive save name. There we go. And when we return, we'll figure out where we're going from here. Are there any survivors of the original tribals? Good question. Kakatsuchi. No, they're dead. Sorry. No, so there are no survivors of the original tribal. Oh, that's a good point. That kind of upsets the story a little bit. I'll have to think about that while I'm stepping away. I will be back soon. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves in my absence. And hopefully when we come back, things will be a little bit more calm.